and then we'll be done.
All right, I'll behave.
Again.
I mean, if I don't see you people each year, I
know.
My friend Damon Sperber.
Hi, Debbie Elias. Nice to meet you.
So, apropos, he's taking over my spot at the Academy of Art University as the director of the acting program.
I was just going to ask you how school was going.
I just resigned. I just left, just in December 31st, to be here and to have a whole new plan.
Okay, what's the new plan?
I can't talk about it yet, but it'll have to do with education and young people. And Damon is very much a part of it because he's been my sidekick for 12 years?
14 years.
14 years.
We worked
Stella
together.
Adler trained in New York as an actor, and me too. So, it's good. So we're still, education means probably more to me now in the last 15 years than ever.
Yeah.
And what young people need, and we need to bring people together. I think probably every one of you understand that.
Oh, and we've talked about that before, yeah.
We have to bring them together. And TCM, I only can say thank God, because it brings together a certain quality of person who cares about the film art as much as the industry.
Right.
And we're doing something on Sunday morning about the old movie magazines that I'm doing with David Pierce, who's here also. It's about going back and examining what was like at the studio system, what the studios did to keep people together, to set people up. If something wasn't going right, they came marching in and really tried to fix personal relationships.
We could use some of that now.
We could
A whole
use
lot
it.
of that now.
We could certainly use it in
Where
the
do we order
government.
that?
Boy, but you people with your mics and your questions are the ones that can help a lot. So, I mean, we need you to help support the best part of all of what we're trying to do.
And did you ever think in your wildest dreams, because Bob was the face, and still is,
I know.
for all intents
I
and
get
purposes.
Many emails about they miss Bob.
Did you ever think 25 years later we'd be celebrating TCM, and 10 years later to be celebrating this festival?
I never thought. I don't think Bob thought that it would become so big, because he was always amazed at the people who loved TCM, and he was always amazed at people who cared about him. It was always a nice surprise for him. And I think a lot of that's rubbed off on me too. I'm always surprised.
You shouldn't
I want to be surprised every day. I really want to be surprised. I don't want to take anything for granted.
What are you looking forward to most to seeing at the festival this year?
I just saw Holiday because I'm introducing it, and I loved it. Oh my God, what a wonderful movie. Damon wants to see Raiders of the Lost.
Well, you want to hear Ben Burtt talk. That's one of my highlights, that and Hello Dolly.
Yeah. Hello Dolly. I think that might be something too, and Sound of Music.
Yeah.
I recall having Robert Wise seated at my dining room table at my home a few years before he passed away, and I remember the moment because I tested for West Side Story. I was the last person to test, and on camera, and I didn't get it because Natalie took it and got it because she turned it down, and then she said yes after. And I'm not, no problem.
Yeah.
She was brilliant. So, Robert, I keep thinking of every time something miracle happens, I think of Robert Wise seated at my dining room table and how kind and loving he was to the very last. He was the same as Robert Osborne. the best people are the ones that always will remain. They don't change. They're there, solid, good.
And their legacy lasts.
Legacy lasts.
Imitation
Anyway.
of Life is another one that.
Yes.
What a fantastic film.
Susan Kohner and Lana Turner.
Well, I know that they have to.
Thank you.
Oh, Diane, always, always.
Such a pleasure.
Such a pleasure. Thank you.